What the heck is going on, guys? Welcome to another amazing computer networking tutorial. And in this video, I want to start talking to you guys about topologies, or some people just call it the layout of your computer network. Now, of course, by topology or layout, I basically mean how you're going to set up your network, how you're going to connect all your computers, how you're going to, lay them out and connect the wires to them. Because whenever you first design a computer network, there are many different ways that you could lay it out around your house or office. You just don't want to throw your computers into any room, start connecting everything with wires, or else it's probably not going to work. Now, I'm going to be going over some very common layouts or topologies. Some of the most common ones are what I'm going to be going over in this video is called bus. And you also have ring, star, mesh, and there are different common layouts, and each one has its benefits, and they also have their drawbacks, mostly depending on how much traffic you have, and a couple things that you want to take into account whenever you first design a computer network, especially if you're in the business of designing a computer network, is one major thing is cost. How much are these devices going to cost? Um, how much is the setup fees, so on and so forth. And another thing is the ease of maintenance. Now, as you're going to see whenever I start drawing these diagrams, some are very simple, like the bus one I'm about to draw, and some are rather complicated. And the more complicated they are, they're a lot more difficult to maintain. So, again, those are just some very starting ideas. If you never laid out a computer network before, take into account the cost and the ease of maintenance. So now let me go ahead and show you guys a diagram. I'll shut up now, and I'll talk about a very simple bus topology. Now, bus topology kind of looks like that. It has one main cable. So this is, we'll just say it's an Ethernet cable or something like that. And it's kind of like a long chain, and all of your devices are going to be connected along the way. So you might have, I don't know, let's say you have a desktop, or we'll just say you have a PC right here, and we'll put another PC over here, and let's see, let me pick a new color. Maybe we have a MacBook, or iMac, whatever, and a laptop over here. So basically all of these things are going to be connected to the main backbone, or the main chain. Now, of course, since this is computer networking, we might as well throw in, a server. We'll say that this is an office, or, like a work, I don't know, or a home or something like that. And we'll also put a printer in here. Why not? Alright, so all of these devices, all of these computers are sharing the same printer and the same server. And as you can see, they're all connected to the same major backbone. Now, another thing I want to point out is whenever you have a bus topology, you need something special, and those are called terminators. So I'll just write T for terminators. T, T, and these are actual devices that you can buy, and you need to put them on the ends of your cable. Now, the reason that you need these terminators right here is because, well, I'll talk to you guys about how these devices work. So, of course, if you guys know, whenever you send out a signal, say the PC right here wants to, I don't know, request something from the server, it sends it out along this cable right here. But since, there aren't any, smart devices, which we're going to be talking about later on, this signal is going to go to every single node, or every single one of these devices. Now, of course, if this computer's network is set up successfully due to protocols and so on and so forth, the server is going to be the only device that responds. So that's what allows this PC and this server to communicate effectively with each other, because even though it's sending out the signal everywhere, only the server is going to be aware that, okay, I'm actually the device that it wants to talk to. Now I can go ahead and transfer files back and forth, so on and so forth. Now that brings up my next point. That is why you need these terminators right here. A terminator is basically a device that whenever you have these signals going to the ends of the cable, you can actually have something, and I won't go into detail, but the electric signal can actually bounce off the ends of the cable and mirror back. So let me go ahead and pick a color like yellow. If this server right here was sending out a signal, if it didn't have this terminator right here, the signal could actually go to the end of the wire, bounce back and be resent along the cable again, which is, of course, not a good thing. It would make it look like there are many different messages being sent at once, so that's basically why you need a terminator to absorb the signals at the end so they don't get mirrored back. Now let me go ahead and talk about the good part of this network. This is very easy to set up. It's good for small home networks or offices. And another thing is, it isn't very expensive. It's very cheap. There isn't a whole lot of cable that you need. One of the drawbacks from a bus topology is that it can break very easy. For example, if this terminator right here, if that breaks, then pretty much you're going to have a lot of mirroring and your electric signals are going to confuse all of your devices. And another thing is, if you have one split in the cable, let's say right here, then of course this entire side is not going to be able to talk to this entire side, and also you're not going to have a terminator right here, and you have a whole bunch of problems with this layout. So even though it's really cheap, and I want to say it's decent for like a small home or a small office, overall I would not recommend it because this is a really old topology. And if this is your first network, then go ahead and set it up like this. But overall, I wouldn't recommend it because it's old, outdated, and you have better choices. But just to go over, a very simple topology, this is probably the easiest one. So anyways, I'll shut up now. Thank you guys for watching. And in the next tutorials, I'm going to be showing you guys, a ring, a star, a mesh layout. And you guys are going to see the benefits of this. And trust me, much better, definitely more exciting. So thank you guys for watching. And by the way, make sure to follow me on Facebook, and I'll see you guys later.